inputs coming in at this point in time. We have the inside scoop on the crucial meeting that happened between Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. Sources have told Times Now that Prime Minister Modi was briefed about the latest border situation. He was also informed about the anti-terror operations and also about the Pak ceasefire offensive that is continuing. For more, let me go back to Pradeep Dutta, who continues to be live with us right now. Pradeep, you were telling our viewers about the crucial meeting that took place between Defence Minister Rajnath Singh and Prime Minister Narendra Modi. What more details can you share with us?
See, this meeting was really very important because 45-minute meeting that continued between the two leaders. During that meeting, Rajnath Singh apprised him about the provocation from the Pakistan side, that how they have opened fire at several locations, that small firing is going on. They also discussed about the counter-terror operation that is underway, how they are dismantling the ecosystem of terror, and also how they are looking for the people who are responsible for the gruesome dastardly attack and the counter-terror operation to nab them and pin them down. Because Prime Minister just 3-4 days back, he has said that ki mitti mein mila dengi. And since then we have seen that several measures have been taken there on the ground, especially against the overground workers. So everything was discussed during that. But more important was the preparedness and also that kinetic measures and the options that are available to forces, that what really they can do to ensure that once again the terrorists are not able to raise their ugly head. So everything was discussed during this meeting. And more important was the focus was on also that kind of equipment, the surveillance gadgetry and other things that are being used to track down these terrorists who are said to be hiding somewhere in the pine forest. Because already what we have got to know from the sources is that there had been on 4 occasions when the security agencies had almost a kind of an engagement with those terrorists, but somehow they managed to flee and vanish inside the forest belt. On one occasion, there was even engagement between the terrorists who are responsible for this dastardly attack. So everything was briefed to Prime Minister, and now after briefing Prime Minister, there is a Parliamentary Standing Defence Committee meeting that is going on, in which Rahul Gandhi is also there and several other leaders from different political parties are also present there. Now it should be seen, all eyes will be on this meeting, what actually is discussed, what questions were raised, what were the queries. Though the agenda is totally different, but there is every possibility that all these things will be discussed, because right now the Pahalgam is on mind of each and every politician, every leader here and every countryman. They want to know what actually the country is doing, what are the steps and the measures are being taken to ensure that the terrorists are not once again able to carry out such brutal and dastardly attack.
Well, absolutely. And also, Pradeep, after the biggest diplomatic strike against Pakistan and with the Prime Minister yesterday in his Man Ki Baat address also saying that perpetrators, conspirators of Pahalgam terror attack will get a befitting reply. All eyes, of course, are going to be on India's next move. Pakistan is already rattled given the kind of statements that we are seeing coming in from several leaders of Pakistan with their army chief missing in action completely. Hence, these meetings become extremely important, isn't it?
Yes, you are absolutely right, because, this country has only taken certain baby steps and at the diplomatic level, like suspension of inter-border treaty, something which Pakistan had never expected that India will go to that extent. But since then, we have seen that Pakistan is completely rattled. You rightly said, Pakistan army chief is missing from action. He's not seen there on ground. People feel that he has gone underground. Since then, Prime Minister Narendra Modi has said that mitti mein mila denge, because he knows he's a man who believes in action. And already we have seen that how the security forces have started translating his words into action. Many of the houses have been blown up of those terrorists and terror dens, and besides this, they have already seen the crackdown is going on against many of those terror organizations. There was raid in Doda and Kishtwar and Bhadrawa area. 30 locations were raided, and houses of those terrorists who are operating from Pakistan were also raided. And these meetings really become very important when the discussion is going on between the Rajnath Singh and the Prime Minister, and now the Parliamentary Defence Committee meeting that is going on. But yes, the country's focus is right now to ensure that the people in India do not face any kind of a problem because of the Pak-sponsored terrorism, because enough is enough. That is the stand taken by the government of India, and the zero tolerance and zero terror policy is something that they have been following, and for that they will do anything to ensure that the terrorists are not able to raise their ugly heads.
All right. Thank you very much for the moment.